Hello, I'm Warren Kibbe. I'm a professor of biostatistics and bioinformatics at the Duke University School of Medicine, and also the chief data officer for the Duke Cancer Institute. And I got to know Bob back in the late 90s and early 2000s when I was at Northwestern University as a relatively young faculty member at the time. I think in the early 2000s, I was working with the prostate spore at Northwestern, and we had a couple clinical trials with ECOG. But he had invited me to give some talks at ECOG in data architecture and data analysis and some things that we were doing with trying to understand data harmonization, interoperability, all the things that we're still 15 years later trying to do. And I think that he had a great vision for coupling those things with the standard of care and improving the standard of care for patients. He also, of course, had a great gift for both coupling people together and helping them on their path through their career, and I certainly benefited multiple times from that. The most memorable for me was he called me multiple times to try to get me to apply to the NCI for the position of director for the Center for Biomedical Informatics and Information Technology. And I have to admit that I was reluctant to take his advice, and I think it was either on the second or third call he had with me to encourage me to apply for that job, which of course I did end up taking. He said, I think that you really would enjoy at least applying and getting to know Harold Varmus. In many ways, I have a lot to be thankful for what Bob has done for my career. While I was at NCI, we started the NCI Match clinical trial. Bob did. And it was really fascinating to see his single-minded focus on creating a pretty unique umbrella basket trial, and his focus on saying we really want to understand how the data that we're going to be capturing during the course of that trial can change the outcomes for so many patients, and how we can learn from the experience of every one of those patients to inform what we need to do in future trials. So again, I think he had both a deep understanding and a commitment to making sure that we were generating high quality data, and that we did that in a way that the entire oncology community could take advantage of. So again, Bob was just a tremendous leader, and somebody that we all look up to and miss.